What's up, YouTube? This is Two Raw for Sports. All right, so despite the fact that the two are no longer on speaking terms, Charles Barkley still speaks very glowingly of Michael Jordan as a basketball player. He has maintained over the last, 20 years or so that the best player that he ever seen was Michael Jordan. All right. Um, on the episode of the Great Debates on TNT, the same show that Shaq said that he think that Kobe and him were the greatest duo. He said that the first time that he saw Michael Jordan was in the 1984 Olympic trials in Indiana. And I'll put a link to this article, as I usually do, in the pinned comment in the comment section below. He says, the first time I met Michael was at the Olympic trials. They invited the top 120 players in the United States, and we go to Indiana. We start at 120 and go to 180, 60, 40, and 20. I remember going to the airport, me, John Stockton, Carmelo, and Terry Porter. I get back to college. John Thompson calls my coach and says, hey, Charles, I want you to know I just thought you were the second best player here. So I said, Coach, I really appreciate you taking time. It means a lot to me. So he hangs up the phone, and my coach says, I thought you were the best player. I said, well, I'm not. Coach, I just saw something I've never seen before in my life. There's this dude at North Carolina. He's a little taller than me. He can outrun everybody. He can outjump everybody. I've never seen anything like it. He says, oh, Mike Jordan. I'm going to remember that name. And yeah, that name kind of became pretty well known after a couple of seasons in the NBA, a couple of years in college, actually. He was already well known, but he became very well known globally in a couple of years. But it is interesting, though, as highly as Charles spoke of him then, Barkley became such a great player, and as a great player should believe, Barkley did believe that he was the best player in the NBA. By the late 80s, late 80s, early 90s, Charles Barkley thought he was the best player in the NBA. He just said that, and you heard him say it, I just didn't have any help. Michael got Pippen and Grant. I don't have anybody. I got Hershey Hawkins. No disrespect to Hershey Hawkins, but he didn't have a championship team around him. But it wasn't until he played in Phoenix and went to the finals in '93, and he actually competed against Michael Jordan that he began to reconsider that. And ever since then, he has put Michael at the top, not only in the NBA, but in the top of the top rung in the annals of basketball history. But tell me what you guys think.